Hey guys, I want to do a quick video about why I think streaming is failing families. It's not just failing your kids, it's failing you as well. Let me just tell you why. It's like one of the most exciting and fulfilling things that you probably did when you were growing up, but you didn't realize it, and you probably don't even realize it now, is you collected something. You, whether that's like marbles, that seems way out of date now, trading cards, video games, movies, books. Well, some of you guys collect books now. It's not weird to collect books. It's not weird to collect anything. I think collecting things kind of organizes our mind. It activates our creativity. It gives us a way to kind of appropriate our desire. Say, I want something. I'm yearning for something. I want to save up for something. And that's kind of the direction I'm sure you can tell I'm going with this. Is that streaming? Streaming gives you tons and tons of choice, no doubt about it. But what it doesn't do, it doesn't give you the ability to curate your own collection. So when you go to Netflix or Prime Video or your kid goes there or even YouTube, it's like they're inundated by so many different choices that number one, we all know it has a very negative effect on all of our attention spans. Where you're looking, you find something you like, you say, you know what? If I keep looking and looking and looking, I bet you I can find something better. So think about how we have so many choices these days, and we're a lot less happy than we did when we used to say, hey, you know what? I only have like 10 movies at my house. I'm going to watch this one again. We were happier then. So, like, I'm not saying we have to limit ourselves that much, but when we're um, owning our own media instead of just looking at all these different choices, and we're actually taking that money we spend on our subscription and we buy something physical and we collect that thing. It's like we have ownership. We've chosen something specific. So, hey, if I'm going to buy this, if I'm going to spend my money, I want to buy something I really think I'm going to like, and or maybe even be a movie we've seen before. So you know what? Instead of renting this again, or there's a chance it might go off Netflix, I'm gonna buy this thing and own it. Like that's a very conscious choice. It's like with our kids, it's an awesome thing when they have their own collection of DVDs that they've been building up, and you also get them watching more long form content. Like think about this, like your kids are probably jumping from show to show to show to show. And like back in the day, kids used to just watch little things like Little Einstein or Winnie the Pooh and things that had a progressive story or at least familiar characters that they see time and time again, versus just really just seeing characters they're not able to identify with long term. They're not able to see progress. They're not able to have this form of like a linear narrative. It's like what happens when we all miss that thing. I mean, we find ourselves adults, I'm sure, like looking at Facebook Reels and YouTube Shorts. Look at how much short form content has grown these last few years. So I just want to kind of just circle back and just kind of argue that we need to have our families own some stuff. We need to collect some stuff again. Dad needs to have his DVDs. Mom needs to have her DVDs, or some of you even CDs. And kids need to start collecting their stuff. And it's good to limit our choices. It's good to say, hey, you know what? For however much a Netflix subscription is, I can go to a website like thehappybookstack.com. I can buy a good amount of DVDs and invest in those. And by the time the year's over, about what I would have spent on all these subscriptions, I can have a very nice DVD collection. And that thing just keeps on growing and growing and growing and growing. And I might actually rewatch something because I like it enough, or I'm going to limit myself and say, hey, I've got these 100 DVDs here. If I can't find something on this, then I'm really struggling. Um, so again, I think that we do ourselves a disservice. Not that we can't have streaming and a collection too, but it's like streaming is failing us. It's putting this loop in us, this dopamine, very hungry loop of I need an infinite amount of choices, and even at the end of that, I'm dissatisfied or I can't find anything. It's like if we find ourselves doing that, adults, like we didn't grow up with all this. Um, we actually own physical media. Like Netflix wasn't around when we were growing up. If we're having a hard time finding a show to watch, imagine what our kids are going to be like after growing up on this and having a super short attention span, like be jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing. So how long until we can't even do things like watch movies again? Say, hey, you know what? Movies are too boring for me. Movies are too long. It takes too long to get to the to get to the climax. It's like we don't want to be ingraining that in our kids. We don't want to be ingraining that in ourselves. Think about this: like when Netflix, there's so much like start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Sometimes with our shows and things like that. It's like when's the last time you watched a movie and didn't pull your phone out? It's like, what if we treated movies kind of like we do when we go to theaters? Like, this is an experience. This is something worth focusing on. There's a lot of narrative and meta narratives and story arcs and all kinds of very meaningful things that my subconscious adapts to and takes in. It's like it's good for me. I can be inspired by this. I can be uplifted with this. It can deposit things in my life, in my mind, and in my spirit. If it's a good movie, and I believe good movies can definitely do that. So I'm going to treat this as an event that's worthy of honor. That's worthy of my attention, and so sit down and watch it. So I think that DVDs being analog just add one more layer to that, that they do feel more real. I think that's the reason people will even go all the way back to collecting VHS. I don't say go back and collect VHS. I think that's awesome if you do. It's like collecting vinyl. It's just barrier to entry is a little harder to track down. So if you want an affordable way to replace streaming, buy DVDs. Um, so you can buy them from us or buy them from wherever. Go thrifting and find them. Um, but I think that it helps us to appreciate the medium more, and I think that you would have even more fun collecting than just going to an infinite. Well, there's not infinite choices on Netflix because we don't. Sometimes we don't have the movie we want, but instead of just going to this panopticon of choice, it's like let's limit our choices. Let's appreciate it and say, hey, would you rather rent a million things or would you rather own 1,000 things? That's a good question, especially if the 1,000 is very cumulative and it's what you get to choose and what you get to have. So I encourage you guys, if you don't collect anything, whether it's books or movies or cards, collect something. It's very good for your mind. It's very good for your spirit. It's good for you to take the time out for yourself. Teach your kids to collect something. Don't let them just collect digital products. Have them collect analog, physical products. It's good for them. And keep it up, guys. Watch some good movies. I watched the new Frankenstein and the new Dracula movie just this last 2 weeks and really enjoyed both of them. So, yeah, you guys have a great night or day or afternoon. Talk to you next time.